What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in a grateful manner, we'll take your paper.
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
News Summary of 12. My name is Hansen there represent.
Welcome to News and Analysis 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life that what you see. I live a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life that what I live. You know, with my family and
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector. Roads, connecting roads in this country.
We are calling international community to come to intervene for us because, like I just stated previously.
All right. And let me say good morning, people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And today is Friday, mark the 20th day in the month of June, the year is 2025. And for the compound of the Renaissance Communication Incorporated, Pinzook City, Dupont Road. And welcome to the weekend edition of the Truth Breakfast Show here on Truth FM 96.1. And there on Truth FM Nima County. And so welcome, people. Another weekend and another Friday indeed. And it's the weekend starts on Friday. Oh yeah. And so let me say thanks to your Ayusha team, the team that run you from the Monday to Friday. That is at O'Neill and Micah Davis again for giving us this opportunity, this platform this morning. And we say good morning to our DG again for building such confidence and saying yes. The guys that can take control, they can do Friday. Let's see. So thanks to the Hello Radio program here at Truth FM. Thanks to O'Neill and thanks to Margaret indeed. Good to be here on Friday. My name is Ansu Sirleaf. Always here on Friday. Sometimes maybe on a holiday, and when you hear my voice on a Friday or sometime on holiday, you should know that my partner always be that person. What's up? Good morning.
Let me say good morning to you. Like you said, many thanks again to the management for giving us the opportunity to sit here again on the TBS. You know, it is a privilege, not a right. But each time we sit here, we are glad that we are given the chance to contribute to Mama Liberia. So we are glad and happy to God that we can sit here again. So that's it.
That's it. And you forget to call the name?
Yeah, my name is Johnson Gbarntolmah. You know, the name or the voice needs no introduction because usually I'm here on some programs. We call Liberia, the news. Like this morning, we were here. So that's it.
So this voice is not screens to this microphone here. Good morning. Thanks to Isamai. Thanks to Micah. Thanks to our son of District 4 indeed. A very young, energetic man. Like capability. Thanks also. And welcome, people. So we are here this morning for National up to 10 o'clock Safe breakfast. And here on Truth FM 96.1 indeed. And this program is also streamed live on Ria TV Facebook page. So for those of you who find us by the way of internet, you can join us on the Ria TV on Facebook on Facebook, so you can catch this program live on the internet. Good morning, welcome. So many things we have to discuss this morning, and so let's get the ball rolling with exactly what we have for you this morning. this morning. Tell us. Let's see. Okay, run through it for you on the breakfast show this morning. The lineup. Let's make you the lineup this morning. Yeah, to tell exactly what we have for you this morning. Today marks the 20th day of the month of June, 2025. This show is proudly sponsored by EcoBank Liberia Limited in Orange, Liberia. Indeed, co-sponsors are Diamond Mineral Water, Carriage Eye Care, and the COSEX Teachers College. And so Sunday will be include health tips with David Courtney this morning. Now run us up to 8:05 or 8:10 this morning, followed by a review of the papers this morning on the breakfast show, the weekend edition. And right after the review of the paper, when that's come on, our talking point this morning, look at Enfield DG continues to mock Liberians about mpox virus. So this the new they appointed Enfield DG, the other DG might get understand. So I'll talk about it a little bit this morning. Not like the other parts Director General head at National Public Health Institute, like the Ebola, the Corona. They were very skeptical on that, on the virus or the disease. We saw how they took it very serious. But Enfield, this time around, we were talking about Yanti. What exactly he's doing there at Enfield. Someone said, wow, we see a lot of photos for him for the Calabash.
Yeah, so actually is Dr. Duba Christian.
Yeah. So Dubai Chris, yeah. So the old man this morning, he left right here on our platform. We're gonna talk about it a little bit. 8:30 to 9:05 this morning, appearing on the first segment of the True Breakfast Show, the national chairman of the Citizen Movement for Change, Honorable James Yoki, will serve as guest this morning. He will be talking about the party and some national politics on the True Breakfast Show. That will run us up to 10:05, 10:05 or to 10 after 9 o'clock this morning, followed by sports and entertainment commotion brought to you by EcoBank Liberia, Orange Liberia, co-sponsored Diamond Mineral Water, Carriage Eye, and then La Cosette. Indeed, we'll go for a break. 9:15 this morning up to 10 o'clock on the live segment of the True Breakfast Show. It's Liberia Cultural Ambassador Kakurai Kamaran was sitting with us on the live segment this morning. And so don't talk about the union. Talk about some improvement this morning there. So Liberia Cultural Ambassador will be our guest on the last segment here on Truth FM in the mix of all
country first, and also have the motivational and the courtier from Blair Bobby Allison. So it will be coming on next as on the segment. Also the motivational and the segment here.
All right, so that thanks to Bobby Allison. He always there making sure that he provide us talking point this morning, especially when it comes to motivation. Indeed, he always on course. So say thanks for being consistent. Folks, welcome to the platform. Exactly 4 minutes up to 8 o'clock. As we said this morning, we have like on our desk to talk about. We'll talk also to David Cote Sunday. I hope he's monitoring.
And
so
as we with David Cote, please, it is raining out there, especially in Painesville. So if you're going out there this morning, please take along with you your rain gear so that you cannot be embarrassed. Because I will speak currently in Dupotro, it is raining cats and doors. So take along with you and some of the rain gadgets so that you cannot be embarrassed while you're on your normal hustle here this morning. And it's on the TBS. We are here to educate and to also inform our people, especially our listeners here on Truth 96.1. So I think we have David Cote already.
Yes, we get this signal from David Cote, and I was saying very, very consistent on time.
Yeah.
So let's join David this morning for health tip. Good morning, Mr. Cote. Welcome to the weekend edition. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning to you, Mr. Ansu Sirleaf, commonly known as Elon Musk, even though you are broken old. And good morning to Johnson Gbarntolmah. Gbarntolmah, I told you before, you always remind me of my days in the classroom. I was a teacher in a school principal for 22 years, and one thing I really enjoyed during my time in the classroom was roll call in the morning. Oh yes, I used to enjoy calling those names. Johnson Gbarntolmah, present. Flobo Batakoli, present. Present. You know, I used to love that thing in the morning.
Knock the door, knock the door.
Knock it off. That's right. Call with Bisawala.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. All right. Now, thank you for this opportunity, and I'm here again. Like I said before, I have chosen 1 week. I mean, 1 day in a week to talk about food.
Okay.
So and that preferably every Friday, we're going to talk about food. Throughout the week, we'll talk about other health issues. Friday, we'll talk about food. Now, you are what you eat. This is what people say. And it's also said that death starts from the stomach. If you don't know what to put in there and how much to put there, even if the food is good, you don't know how much to put there, my friend, you are in trouble. So today, let's talk about watermelon. Watermelon is our topic today. Eat it regularly because it has many health benefits. Number one, it keeps you hydrated because it has 92% water. Oh yes, watermelon is good. And you have to eat it every time because it is water. Your body needs water all the time. Number two, it promotes bone and heart health because it contains nicotine. Now, you see your bone, you need to have strong bone all the time, especially when you're getting older. And as for the heart, you need a good heart always because if your heart starts beating, my friend, serious trouble for you. Number three, it helps to prevent prostate cancer. You see, men, you better listen to that. Prostate cancer is one of the leading causes of death in men around the world. So if watermelon can help to reduce or to prevent prostate cancer, men, go for it. Number four, it helps to improve erectile dysfunction. Hey, men, this is also for you. Erectile dysfunction. So that simply means sexual weakness or impotence. That's the leading cause of divorce cases around the world. One of them. Oh yeah, once you can't do your nighttime duty correctly, my friend, the madam will go. Oh, or she will look for some boyfriend around the area. Maybe your own driver will be. You see, so you gotta eat watermelon so you can be strong enough. Number five, it is good for pregnant women and they're developing babies. And you see, because it contains vitamins A, C, it also has potassium and magnesium. So you see, pregnant women, eat watermelon. It's good for your unborn baby. It can help because it has vitamin C and A. It has potassium and magnesium. Number six, it improves skin and hair quality. Oh yeah, you eat watermelon, most of the time you have a good skin, fine skin, and good hair quality. But be careful with how much you eat because it is not blood sugar friendly. You see, anything too much of anything is not good. Be careful how much you eat. Not because watermelon is sweet, you will just grab one whole one, put it in the ice box first, but you just send out to one place and swap. No. Be careful how you eat it because the GI, which is the glycemic index, is 76. Be careful. Now you see it's 76. The sugar level, 76. It has natural sugar. Glycemic index is how quickly the blood sugar will spike in your system when you eat something, especially carbohydrates. So normally from 1 to 55 is low. That's the lowest
Well, yeah, I noticed that every morning your voice remain consistent. It always remains sharp.
What's
What
the secret?
energy? Yeah.
Okay, first, yeah, God. I give glory to God. Second, like I said, just yeah, what you eat. You need to always find food that you can. In the morning, I tell you my little secret. In the morning, 2 boiled eggs. One, yes, every morning. I don't eat fried egg because, and I have told you why fried eggs are not good. It's not the fried eggs, but the oil that is used. But we'll talk about that another time. But every morning I eat 2 boiled eggs, 1 apple, 1 cucumber, the good size. I eat that. Then I take 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Yes. Yes. And the next thing is that, when you're doing something, love to do it. When you love doing what you do, you'll get prepared for it. You see, like I said, yes, I'm an old school teacher. I started teaching in 1974 at the SDS school in Gbarntolmah. So I love teaching. So anything that can, you see, this thing we're doing is on a pro bono basis. Nobody pay me anything. I remember so one time, I will not call his name, one pastor called me and said, look, my man, we need to have a small honorary program for you in our church because most of our church members follow you.
They won't honor you?
Yeah, for this, something. The mentor. Maybe he can start with it. He will call one day and say on the radio, but I don't want to call his name. And I just told him, Pastor, thank you for this honor. Thank you for saying this, and I appreciate it, but I don't leave it. Now, apart from saying this on the radio, once in a while people call me to get some information. So the question you ask, I just give everything to God. My friend who is 72 years old said, oh, I forgot to call my age again.
The message.
They always saw that 21-year-old man, yeah.
Yeah. No, the ladies don't listen at this time, right?
They are still asleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm three school years and.
Your better cooler girls and listening.
Okay. So interesting. Okay, so I think we're gonna go for the motivational quote this morning. So Blair Bobby Allison says that there are 3 good things in life. It says freedom of thought and freedom of action and freedom of speech. He said Friday motivation from the Blair Bobby Allison. So he said there are 3 things in life: freedom of thought, freedom of action, and freedom of speech. So that's it.
Okay, so we say thanks to Mr. Addison. Yes, always stopping by on the breakfast show every morning, indeed, providing this motivation talk in the just to give our people strength, to give you hope to start your day. We say thanks to you so much, Mr. Addison. Folks, welcome to the True Breakfast Show this morning here on Truth FM. Today's Friday, it's the 20th day in June, the weekend edition. My name is Ansu. I'm here alongside Johnson this morning, and so sorry. I'm trying to get through the people for you, but I cannot get it out for you.
The more is gradually, gradually, going to our end because this is the 20th day. We have roughly a few more days, and we be out of the month of June, and to welcome July. So
yes, so just a few more days.
Yeah, few
more days. All right. So thanks this morning. Thanks to thanks to the box. So the papers in already. So let's go for the review of the newspaper for you this morning on the True Breakfast Show. And so in my possession this morning, it is the independent newspaper. Boakai Health Task Force, indeed, and we see that Liberia President, His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai, is here on now the independent newspaper, Boakai Health Task Force. Ambassador Levi Domain presents letters of credence to King Philip of Belgium. Fraud indeed, more starting revolution at GTMX, CTN, and we see that a protem is also on the independent newspaper, on the Yompri Kanga Lawrence, followed by Ajid Common rejects Brabe claims. Liberian Police Inspector General is on the back picture of the independent newspaper. Ajid Common rejects Brabe claims.
So we have the Heritage newspaper that have been sold for the $40 Liberian dollars. So we have private jets, not the problem. ANC political leader was out. So we have President Waka vows to fight corruption, connect with ordinary Liberians, and also have President Joseph Waka departs for Nigeria to attend 2025 is West Africa Economic Summit. So we have on the front page we have Koji accuses Enfield boss of negligence, moral failure. So we have the photograph of that's a former Moravia City Mayor Jefferson Kochi, and we have also Enfield boss Duba Christian here on the Heritage newspaper.
The New Republic newspaper reporting this morning. Cummings 2 and supports private jet news and how ship balance. The New Republic newspaper, LFCC finalizing a document, and we see that the LFCC box on the front page of the New Republic newspaper. Police agit says crimes reduced. And the police agits on the front page of the news. That's the New Republic newspaper. The back page said, wire results due August 15. Wire boxes on the back page of the New Republic newspaper. Stanks rejects jet justification. And the chairman of Stanks, Mobile Molu, is on the back page of the New Republic newspaper.
So we have the Liberian investigator says PPCC's unlawful Chinese tip, and we have the photograph of PPCC executive director. There's Johnson here on this newspaper. So we have the Inquirer newspaper says visually impaired stage protest in demand for better living conditions. So we have the photograph of several visually impaired individuals lying flat on the quota here on the Inquirer newspaper. So the over procedure errors by magistrate Ben Barker and criminal code A reverts bound near it that's nearing to city court. So we have here the photograph of the Temple of Justice here on this Inquirer newspaper. That's it here from my end.
All right. And so, folks, you can go out there and get a copy of the newspaper for $40, $50 Liberian indeed. We say thanks to the team always provide the paper to the True Breakfast Show. And thanks to somebody this morning for making sure that we can have the paper with us right here on our decks here on the breakfast show. Welcome, folks. We have so much to discuss this morning, and our talking point we're centered around this morning the current entry box. Yeah. So we'll throw a little bit. We're going to be talking much about what's happening there at entry, especially without this disease, the mpox disease, indeed. And I know someone will say, "Well, how about why the guys saying, no, keep talking? We just want to emphasize on it." Yes, indeed. I always say, someone, you have your own private life, you have your private life to live, you have your own social activities to attend. But when you find yourself in public space, that's where it comes now. When you hold public position, where you say, okay, I want to serve my country, a minister or a director, you find yourself in that space, all eyes now turn to you, and not just an ordinary position. National, when it comes to this disease, it is a major concern, like the Ebola, like the coronavirus, Johnson.
Yeah.
You saw what happened. We saw how our people died from Ebola in this time. We saw how people died from the coronavirus. So there was no disease that we would say maybe the box who's controlling the disease center. You are the head of it. For you to just sit back, and people just seeing you just lottering. You not telling us about
the preventive measure.
Putting ourselves together, the preventive measures in place, washing our hands, all these things you're telling us, gathering until you press it on it. But we dare see the current entry box is the newest big ball on the social media. Jones. Oh yes, you as well.
Yes, actually, this issue came about when the current FA boss, Dr. Dugbe Christian, and photo and circulated on social media, where he was seen at the local entertainment center, one of the popular entertainment centers in Painesville, yes, in Massachusetts County. So that picture has its own definition.
Yeah.
The way you are, we are here as in the media practitioner, and maybe if I see your photo, and maybe to local, maybe let me say motel, it debates that people have their own definition of
yes,
to speculate.
Yes.
So that footage, we just seen Sarah photo of him, and just circulating the social media where he was seen at the local entertainment center, one of the popular area too. So, as a public figure, especially from the health background, just you
in full control of our disease center. You are the one in full control of it.
But just that photo being circulating, it shows that it doesn't show a kind of adherence to the preventive measure you are preaching, because we know that people don't just go to a kind of area just to go bluff. You must have gone there for certain kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're not just judge you, but you have to, when you want to take a photo, you have to go to a more decent area.
If you want to have a quiet time, like the caption there, the place is not far from my office. If you want to have your quiet time, you go and sit, and because everybody know you are work, maybe you work, there'll be a little bit stress and other stuff.
Yeah.
How you want to have your quiet time? You go sit somewhere, just sit there at the end of it, just you walk out.
You don't have to take photo, because you know that you are a public figure and the people look up to you for direction. So by you just sitting and taking photo, that means in fact you are advertising that business.
Are you simply telling us
we should go there every day? We should go there.
Since Jabate is now out, Jabate who came down with the virus.
Comedian,
Since he's now out and he well. So are you simply telling us, honorable director, that it is well now? There's no MPOP in the country anymore, because the publicity, everything go down. Everything gone down. Everything has just died. And when they see photos of you now, at the calabash,
And we need regular daily or weekly updates, so that we can know Liberia position when it comes to impacts, in the sub-region. So I think, DG, I know that just what you say, Ansu, all of us, we work hard, and at times we go places just to stress free. But as a public figure, it's not necessary that you take on the photo, because every photo that you post on the social media has its own definition. So we just advise that all of you who worked there at the National Public Health Institute of Liberia, you need to be mindful as for
you spearheading example, you the face of effort example, effort steps, effort measure to be put in place. You are the one, the Liberian people, the millions of people in this country here. You are the one in charge. You are the one heading us, leading us indeed. So just think, put yourself in that space. We are not saying it is wrong. Yes, it good. You have to do your own social, social stuff. You go out sometime, yes, to take out your stress. We say yes, it is good. But what we are saying now, as you being in charge of the disease center, what you there to be giving us update day by day, indeed on a daily basis. So we see photos of you there. The entire publicity has died. Damn. So are you still telling us maybe everything over now? So it's time for us, we now, well, for us now, we stay moving around with our senators. We stay telling the children in our communities. We stay telling people to continue finding a step. But you the box. You are the box. And yeah, you there. That you there, you there, and who knows other area you go to, say maybe don't do for them. Yeah, let you there. There are so many photos, and we hope the guys we hope everyone can do that for us before we go to the phone line and welcome our guests in. Very important. You are the face of this thing in terms of when it comes to all the necessary measures to be put in place to prevent this disease. You are the one heading Mr. DG. So at the end of it, I bring people up to you. You are the one to be giving on a daily basis updates of what happening there at Enfi. But to see you in the club, to see you at a bar, to see you, so you have to tell us so we can know whether everything's over. Because since Jabatel left, everything just going down. You have to wake up. Where the publicity of this coronavirus in this country, Ebola in this country, it kill people. So if this 1 year is something you're begin is not weird and the publicity that way, whatsoever you can tell that brave people. But you there, your steps, your actions, you don't represent you at all as a head of that disease center.
Okay, so Africa CDC, that's the Center for Disease Control, is reporting that as of May 29, 2025, active infections is that's active cases is 75. It's an earlier report on May 31st, 2025 says that indicate that 69 active cases nationwide. So a cumulative figure since January 2024, they say 134 confirmed cases and 767 suspected cases reported so far, and no impulse related deaths have been recorded. So Africa CDC is reporting this morning on that. So I think we are going for the call.
Yeah. So let's take a few calls quickly before ushering our guests in this morning. So Mr. DJ, we just want to put you to take our camera on you, monitoring you. Your movement. As I said, you the head of that entire area. So you the one to tell us how to prevent this thing here. How to continue putting all the necessary measures and steps in place. You hear anything else indeed?
Yeah, by visiting public areas and making sure that they have the hand washing machines been installed there, where people like various hospital clinics. I think I passed by the Dupo Health Center. I see one big pocket there. At least the people are adhering to that measure. and maybe distributing those hand sanitizers. That's what we expect you. And that's a footage we want, and photos we want from you. Instead of then going to entertainment center and posting for the photo and posting on social media. So we just it's just a little advice for you this morning on the TBS. So
yeah, so let's take a few calls quickly. 0776 927472. We know it's raining. So flood is not easy to flood. Has taken some of our communities.
yeah.
Yeah. So call this morning. Have a say on 776 927472. 0776 927472. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to your colleagues in studio. My name is Gbarntolmah around the national level. Let me appreciate you guys for the talking point. Like you said, people who are banking on national responsibility should pay attention to why they are going to trust their way. So, for the issue about the, as for me, I may want to respectfully disagree a bit because I think all I will do, I think it is about individuality. So if every boss want to carry on to scratch fee, I don't know if you want to publish about scratch fee, but for what I read on Facebook, is that you carry on to do some awareness. So I don't really know. But for me, I'm not encouraged
I like you. The carry on the awareness in Calabash.
And so 0775136874 0775 136874. What you just said?
It's a maybe I would say when you carry awareness. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Let me say good morning to Mr. Gbarntolmah and the people. My name is Fred Juma, and I'm forming this morning from District to Maggie. And I want to add my voice to the many voices that are condemning the actions of the field boss. We think that photo you took at the Calabash and posted on the official page, was an affront to the people. Since we have experienced the issue of imports in the country, we have not seen much publicity from the media for the entity. But we are seeing is the photo coming out from the director of one of the biggest entertainment places. We thought that it's a mockery against the Liberian people, and we want people to be very serious, when chores are imposing to them. Because right now we see the status of the country, we see the state of the affair. People are suffering. I think the President Boga really need to come high almost all the ministry. The last time they have their performance record, we did not hear the name of Enfield. Although we have all of major issues now surrounding the country, but
the old man can go to Calabash. Are you expecting the boy in the only?
Because we expect at this stage like entertainment and Enfield should be very effective in the bro need activity and expertise and trust and so we think it is a mockery on us as Liberian people, and right now we have not even know the status of Liberia on the issue of the imports. We think the president should even take immediate action against that boss. Thank you so much this morning.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling. Do we have a caller there?
No, so 0775 136874 0775 136874. And put in the calls and have a say here on the TBS this morning.
0776 927472. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you in studio, Ansu, and the rest in studio? How are you this morning?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'm Eric Bole. I call you from Chickens to Factory, Ghana Street, district number 12.
All right.
I'm following the program, but even though as a leaders, we have to set good example. We have to serve as role model.
Okay.
But equally so, there are a lot of speculations from different angles. So don't you think it is quite important that you have this man's contact number? Could you call him to ask him what did he go to do over there instead of other people calling, criticizing him, this and that?
That was supposed to call him or the Boga. Who appointed the man?
Is he who said he was important in the entertainment center. So you supposed to ask him what did they go to do there. So please do that.
So this is the other people are calling you and telling them when they condemn it. This year, do my man.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Your name? Okay.
Yeah, my call the man to ask the man.
Yeah.
It is an entertainment center. So why people are the way they are in this country? How can you lose somebody more than your own precious life? Should we ask why you want to be Canada? The whole world is aware that this Canada is a place of entertainment. We're supposed to ask the man, and especially with what you put there. More people, why can't you start this? Yes, like if there was supposed to be that all of us stay away from crowded areas. Wash your hands. The virus is real. It's killing people. The man was at the famous entertainment center. The famous entertainment center. And then somebody call you and say,
you call him man.
Call him man.
The picture.
And then get his number.
The picture alone depicts.
People, I mean, look. So how are we even hearing of info virus anymore? Are they listening on the radio? Are we hearing it anymore in the media? Is it even existing? And somebody say, Ansu and all people supposed to leave their business schedule. And they looking for that the president number all over the place.
Yeah, to call it. Asking when you go to the Calabash.
What people, where is the country headed? Under the government. This man came from the US. We understand how people fight diseases. They know how diseases kill people. This man spent almost his entire life out of the country. And it was based on that experience that somebody believed if you see us against you, you put in a position to combat viruses and diseases. This man is at a fine time. And one old man called the shit. They called it, man. All right, you take your element number. We don't have it. If you have it, just give it to Ansu. And Ansu can share that number with us. So if you call this place somewhere and say, where you go to the Calabar? And that's how we say the holy key. So I say, where you go to the holy key? That's the serious here, man. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Pascal. Okay.
You have just said it all. So that's it, folks. And I will keep pushing and keep talking about it. As I said, when you find yourself or see yourself in a public space where you are there, it's what you decided to do. You gave your time. You said, this is how I want to serve my country. This is how I want to serve my people. So when you place yourself or put yourself in such position or eyes on you, the rest things got to be done or must be done. So as I said, the young man have his right. He has his right to go out there, social. You can go somewhere on your quiet time. Just sit and Johnson, can your legs, your bottle of water, just run through your phone. That's just it is very important. It's much better. Go on the Facebook page. You go see a picture of the Calabar, the one woman. Yeah, I don't know how some people the old man say who call is not even on the social media. He's not even on Facebook. Go there and see that the old man and follow. There's nothing serious happening in this country here. Then you put all the weight on the ordinary man. You get it just running around with bucket and thing and sanitizer. If you think that it's not real, you tell the people, help people. You tell the people, you tell them. But folks, that's it. We'll come by here, we'll talk about it, and we'll keep talking about it until we'll make sure we see that the country get better. Yeah, we're not going to take bread from people's mouth, but if it's necessary, you put yourself in your own shoe, then that's it though. Then that's just it. Folks, our guest is in studio already, so let's go for a break, and after the break we'll come back. We'll cross over to studio 2 where we have the CMC National Chairman, is in our studio this morning on the Breakfast Show.
Why are you rushing? Why are you rushing to school? Don't give me hard time, man. I'm going to get my cash because the bill was too close. You can use the ATM. My ATM card expired every cent. Man, you don't need ATM card. Just use the mobile app and generate an e-token. All you have to do is to just log on the app to click on Express Cash. Then you select ATM. From there now you select Generate e-token. Then you select the account you want the money to come from. From there you select the currency that you want. Either Liberian dollars or US dollars. Then you put in the amount that you want, whether $10 or $20, you put it in and generate your e-token. It's simple, like 8 numbers that will come to you. When you get a number, just go to any ATM. All you have to do is to just select the see Express Cash on the ATM now. The place where you're supposed to put your ATM pin, that when you put that 8 number. They will ask you for the amount. Now, money where you generate it, that money will come with the ATM pin.
So simple. Ego Ben has come again. I will always make use of the Express service. Big time. Echo Ben, the fun afternoon Ben.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into True FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrel? The black barrel is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in a grateful manner, we'll take your later.
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
Some news summary at 12. My name is Hansen there represent.
Welcome to News and Analysis, 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life that what you see. I live a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life that what I live. You know, with my family and
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector. Roads, connecting roads in this country.
Yeah, we are calling international community to come to intervene for us because, like I just stated previously, we don't know who to trust.
Always make sure to turn on to our
Ria TV and listening to True FM 96.1.
Echo
Ria
Ben,
TV, True FM.
Breakfast Show, yeah, on True FM 96.1. Folks, I will say it again, good morning and welcome to the first segment of the show here. And it's an honor and privilege this morning to have us on the first segment, Honorable James M.V. Yuki. He is the national chairman of the needed political party. The Citizen Movement for Change, CMC. I think 4 to 5 months, but it's like 2 to 3 years. Because because of the work at the early stage, it's like a party going on like 2 to 3 years, Johnson. But it's good to have the chairman here in studio, so we can talk a little bit, talk much about the party, and if possible, we can just get out of our box of CMC and just talk a little bit about national, feel like on some national issues on this platform. So it's a privilege this morning to have us, the national chairman of the CMC, Honorable James Yuki with us. Chairman, good morning. Welcome to the True Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Ansu and Johnson. Good morning to our listeners out there. Good morning to Liberia. Good morning to the members of the Citizens Movement for Change, CMC. Good morning to all Liberians throughout the length and breadth of our country.
How's your office?
Well, we're doing very well. As a new political institution, and with the speed at which we are moving, we're doing well. We're doing great.
Okay, so tell us about the Citizens Movement for Change and what inspired the formation of this party.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. The Citizens Movement for Change, CMC, was born out of a genuine frustration and weariness of Liberians who, for decades, have witnessed systemic failures of successive government, corruption, disrespect for the rule of law, nepotism, mismanagement of the resources of our country, leading to the undermining of our progress as a country. And so we funded the CMC in response to persistent challenges, with bold reform ideas. So we deliberate about instituting the governance, trying to reinstitute good governance in Liberia. We believe that one of the ways to truly change our country, is through legislative reform. And so we are strong with grassroots engagements and clear in our vision to build a just, fair, and united Liberia where every citizen's voice will count. And so the CMC is not just another political party, it's a movement. We're building a movement of people who believe in the rule of law, respect for the rule of law, who believe that our country, it can get better than where it is, and it must be better than where it is, because being a nation that got its independence since 1847, and looking at our neighboring countries, and not going far to other areas, but just around us, see how low we are in terms of our governance, the social, economic, and health condition of our people, it's embarrassing. And so the CMC believe that our governance is the cause of our problem. And so we've come with new ideas and galvanizing support, so that collectively we can join hands to help redeem this country from the path that is on, which is leading us to embarrassment and continuing to degrade the standards of living, and affecting every sector of our country. So the CMC is here to provide a way forward for our country.
The issue of many political parties, or chairman, Liberians maybe listen to you will say, "Wow, we just tired." I don't know. Every time, so many political parties, tell us the difference the CMC comes with,
and especially if you can record, I think Liberia has around 22 parties.
Yeah, the past election, right?
Yeah, I mean, somewhere around 22, 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see, what makes CMC different from other political parties is our values and actions. We don't just talk at CMC, we act. And since day one of our formation, our certification to operate as a legal and legitimate political party in Liberia, we have been involved. We've emphasized integrity, accountability, transparency, social justice. Unlike traditional political parties, we have hands-on on some of the critical areas that we believe our country are lacking behind. If you go to NIMBA, you see some of what we've done and we continue to do Currently, as I speak to you, in my giving, we have committed to um, rehabilitating the road from Kakata to Gibi. That's a very critical part of the county.
Don't you think it's too early? Don't you think it's too early? And say, wow, Liberian people though.
No, you see, that's why we are different from other political parties. The CMC is not just an election nearing political party. We are a movement.
Okay.
We are a movement that is beyond just election. A movement that is committed to taking deliberate steps and actions in trying to improve the livelihood of our people, in changing the governance system of our country by promoting the rule of law, the respect for the rule of law, by trying to advocate for improvement in the health sector, improvement in the education sector, improvement in the security sector, and improvement in the livelihood of our country and the infrastructure development of our country. So we are here beyond politics, and that is why we came some 5 years to elections.
Okay.
And so we're not just an election party, we are a genuine political party interested in how we work together with Liberians and our friends in making Liberia livable for all.
That's wonderful. So, do you want to maybe talk about online some of your activities, your work since your certification for the National Election Commission?
Okay. As you may be aware, we got certificated 2 weeks after we had these by-elections in Nimba, and then we got involved in the by-elections. And that was very, very interesting. It was for us a groundbreaking movement. Out of 7 political or candidates, out of 7 candidates, the CMC came third as a new political party. We just got certificated, no structures on the ground, and we went into the elections
in less than a month.
In less than a month, and we were able to finish third. We went there to win that elections, but others were there before us, and so we fought. Though we came third, but we're happy that we came third. It shows that the CMC has a potential.
Okay.
As a political party, less than 1 month, going into a strategic county like Nimba, among giants and among others who have been there for years, and coming there, that was a good beginning.
And you couldn't believe that it's such opportunity to come again, and with all this basis put in place, the CMC,
it certainly will be better than where it was the last time. And so where we are right now, if that election were to be now, we would have done far better. We would have won that seat.
Okay.
So because I know what we have done in a short period of time, and I know what we are doing. Our engagement is at grassroots level. So we are engaging with the grassroots. We're engaging with communities. We're not just talking. Like I said, we are working with our people. And so we want to build a relationship of people interested in moving this country forward. Politics will come and go, but we as a people will remain. And we want to see Liberia become a country where citizens can wake up from there every morning with smiles on their faces. If you walk through the streets of Monrovia today and in other parts of Liberia, you realize there are more angry people than those who are happy. Look in the faces of people. Perhaps it is about, what do I get to eat today? What do I take home to my kids today? And all of that.
Is that a survey being conducted by the CMC?
No, it's not. I mean, it's broad. Anybody walking in the street, just look at the faces of people in the street, walking in the street. Just look. You don't need a rocket scientist to. It requires no professional research.
Mm.
Just by looking in the faces of the people in the street daily, you know that we have a problem as a country. There are more angry people. Sometimes you're driving, you have to keep, you know, uh, I mean, it's frustrating, but I mean, the CMC is here.
Just people just move in the
You just
streets.
see people
Yeah,
moving.
they
Sometimes,
will just bounce into your
yeah,
cars.
into your car, and sometimes you have to wait and watch the person walking, and sometimes they just forget to just stand. They forget to know that they are crossing the road. So that is the situation we have in our country, and we're working to make it better. And so since we left the by-elections, after the by-elections, we started to mobilize, and we started to do some structuring of our party
Mhm.
in the different counties. So currently, as I speak to you, we have our leadership in 15 counties. Uh, though not completed yet, because we're very careful about how we go about setting up our structures. But we have our chairpersons in the 15 counties. Um, we have continued our engagement with those with students, with community members, with farmers. And so the CMC is also working with a group of farmers in some communities, because we also believe that uh, hungry people, or hunger knows no moral. And so we believe that Liberia has a very good and rich soil, and we can make use of it um, in helping to reduce food insecurity, and that when people have food to eat, they can be creative. When their bellies are filled, they can be creative, but a hungry man has no moral. So we're working with farmers, we're working with people from different backgrounds. We working with women organizations who are interested in um, learning some skills that can be practical, and that can be able to provide some income for them. We are working with students, some of whom are on our scholarships. We are working with some other development um, local development organizations, to see how we work with the locals to identify development issues that we can work together in resolving. We also are working with some lawmakers. The political leader himself is a lawmaker.
Mhm.
We're trying to form partnership with other lawmakers to see how we can push some of the policy reforms.
You
And,
want to get some of them on board?
yes, indeed. And in the next 2 weeks, you hear a very big news, because we will receive some lawmakers coming officially to join the CMC, um, as part of the fruit of our engagements, our stakeholder engagements with people who are interested in working with us to see this country move forward. So the CMC currently is planning its membership recruitment launch.
Mhm.
We are developing a website and a membership recruitment app that will be ready in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
The CMC is going to be the first political institution in Liberia to have a digital database. Our membership is going to be digital. The recruitment is going to be digital. We have an
But
app.
it's like you people ready. It's like you people prepared.
No, the CMC is ready. We are ready. Look, we're not here to joke. Like I said to you, we've witnessed the failures of past governments, and we've witnessed the failure of our governance. We see the lapses in political institutions. And so we learn from all of those mistakes and failures, and putting together this was not just an easy thing.
Mhm.
We didn't just organize the CMC for the sake of organizing a political party.
Mhm.
The CMC was organized carefully and deliberately to address some of these issues that have long kept our country and our people behind.
So just show light on the diaspora and I show you got diaspora membership.
Yeah, so CMC currently um, has a huge following in the diaspora. As you know, Dr. Francine Chinua Richardson is our diaspora chair. She's a hardworking woman. She's been able to mobilize Liberians living in the diaspora, and so even this week, tomorrow, there's going to be an induction ceremony of one of the branches. Uh, she's been able to work with the diaspora team to establish structures in almost all of the states in the USA,
Okay.
and then in Canada, in Australia, in China, and I mean everywhere in the diaspora. So we have a very, very strong support base in the diaspora. And so, and back home here, we also doing very well. We continue with our engagements and our step-by-step development initiatives, our mobilization, and preparing for the membership recruitment drive. And then by November, hopefully, we will be launching officially the CMC in Liberia. And that launch is going to be national and county by county. So we believe that from now to that time, we would have recruited a lot of members. As I speak to you, we have, since we came back from the by-elections, we received delegations from counties every day coming to our offices and requesting and expressing interest to joining the CMC and working with us in making Liberia a better place and in helping to improve the governance of our country. They have faith and belief and confidence in the political leader, Honorable Musa Hassan Belete. So just yesterday, there was an 18-seater bus that came loaded with people from Cape Mount, and they came to just to extend thanks and appreciation to us for taking the steps that we've taken and for establishing the CMC, which they, in their own words, said, our party. No, thank you for our party. We've just come to say thank you, and we are prepared to work. What do you want us to do? What can we do? And so it happens like that on a daily basis, and we're very grateful that in a short period of time we've been able to get the support, and admiration of Liberians from different backgrounds, different religious, tribal, different regional backgrounds. We're very happy. Just the day before, we received a delegation from Lofa. They also came to pledge support to the CMC and to express a desire to becoming members of the CMC. And today, right after here, as I speak to you, there are a group of men and women also from Bapolu that are waiting for me at the office. I have a meeting with them. They came this morning. They said they want to meet with me. Though I don't know exactly what they want to meet with, but I know it's the same purpose of coming to express interest to wanting to work with us.
Okay, so so tell me, before my colleague come in again, and off the box again, with all this, what you are seeing from our people, looking at the timing, you see like this the CMC came in the right time. Do you see that the CMC, this time around, coming, and it's a rightful time, the citizen movement for change came in?
Well, we think there was no better time than the time we have come. The birth of the CMC was timely, and God knows why. Because the CMC is seen as a relief to many Liberians from all sectors and professional Liberians, students, our traditional leaders, our religious leaders. They've all been calling in and coming by the office, and then expressing thanks and appreciations to the political leader, Honorable Musa Sambelete, and the team for the establishment of the CMC, and expressing commitment and interest to working with the CMC. So I can say to you for sure that if we were to call a mass meeting of CMC, you'll be surprised the caliber of people you see. You'll be surprised the people that will attend that meeting. And if you just spend 5 minutes or 30 minutes at our offices, you'll be surprised how people are putting in and continue to express interest and commitment to working with the party. So I believe that the breadth of the CMC and the timing is very important, and it's rare, and that with what I'm seeing currently happening, with the level of support and commitment being expressed, the amount of persons that continue to express support for the CMC, I can tell you for sure that the CMC is a serious political institution, and that the CMC has gained a lot of momentum, and that we've done a lot of work in a very short period of time to sell this institution, and that the vision of this institution, the goal and vision of this institution has drawn a lot of interest and admiration, and that we are growing beyond imagination as an institution. And so just wait and see what happens in the next month, when we shall have launched the membership recruitment drive. And you see the influx of Liberians coming to join the CMC officially. And so our website will also be launched by the time it's ready in the next 2 weeks. You can be able to access our membership capacity from our website, and you can be able to download our membership app to register yourself and register whoever you want to register. And our membership app and is such that when you shall register yourself or somebody else and take your picture and submit it, automatically you receive a text message, and then the only information that is going to be private about you is your phone number and maybe your age.
Okay.
For your photo, your name, and your address where you live will be public on our website. And then every member of the CMC will receive an official CMC. And we believe that with the modernization of the world, being in this modern age, we are moving to digital. We're no longer going analog. So, unlike the past, we use membership recruitment forms, and we'll bring cartoons of forms and going from place to place and registering people. But now you can just register yourself and others on your phone, and then your information is there, and then you can be able to we can be able to verify our membership capacity, and you can see what the CMC is doing daily just by visiting our website and social media pages. So we are doing things differently.
Okay,
Yeah.
differently. So, as a chairman of the CMC, what does your relationship look like with your leadership? And follow-up question to that is, where do you still hope to see the CMC 4 to 5 years from now?
I'm proud to say that we operate in the CMC. We operate as a family. We hold regular meetings, resolve disagreement democratically, and we encourage fresh ideas. And so, in the next 4 to 5 years to come, I see the CMC not just as a strong political party, but as a national force for good governance, with representation in the legislature and local government. I see the CMC influencing policies and delivering real results for Liberians. I see the CMC as a leader of political parties in Liberia in the next 4 to 5 years to come. I see the CMC as that elder of political parties in Liberia, that voice that will be resounding amongst political actors in Liberia. I see the CMC as an institution of family. I see the CMC as that moral and integrity voice. As you know, our political leader is one champion of the rule of law, of justice, of integrity. And so the CMC believes that without justice, we cannot have peace, and that without the rule of law, we are not a nation. The respect for the rule of law helps to make us a nation, you know. And so we want to make sure that no matter what happens in our country, the rule of law must be championed at every level and at all costs. And so the CMC 4 to 5 years from now, I see it becoming that leader of political parties in Liberia.
Wonderful. That's so great indeed. Mr. James Yoki, CMC National Chairman. He's our guest this morning here on the True Breakfast Show on the first segment this morning. We discussing a lot about the citizen movement for change this morning. So for those of you listening, if we do open the line, you can ask. I know the question whether will be how can we get to the party for the headquarters. But Chairman, this country is faced with a lot of challenges. Indeed, faced with a lot of problems. Liberia as a country may have several challenges currently. As chairman of our CMC, what are the 3 key problems you believe need to be privatized?
Well, yes, indeed, our country has a lot of challenges. Almost every sector is challenged. But at CMC, we believe that one of those key problems that we need to look at as a country, which has become an embarrassment to us to the extent that we have to spend a lot of resources, which is saying that us as a country, as a country and people, is food security. Agriculture is one key sector we believe that needs to be prioritized in Liberia if we are to move forward. Like I said,
why
a hungry man has no moral. For you to begin to think about other things, the first thing you must be filled. And so, because food security means economic security also, and job creation for our people. Agriculture can help provide jobs for a lot of Liberians. It has the potential to employ a lot more of Liberians. And with food in our homes, it's a form of security, and next we believe that we can make it. We have the climate, we have the soil, we have the technical know-how, but the leadership is the problem. And we believe that if we should prioritize agriculture in Liberia, our country will be almost 70% better if we can feed ourselves, if we can look after ensuring that Liberia is full, secure. We can rest assured that our country will be moving ahead to another level. Another priority area is security and the rule of law. There is no way we can be able to move ahead as a country without having a genuine security and the respect for the rule of law. Regardless of who you are, a peaceful, safe environment is vital for investment and development. With security, we have a peaceful and safe environment for investment and development. There is no development without security and the respect for the rule of law, because investors will want to see the security of their investment. So security is one key area we also believe that we need to, and the rule of law, one key area we believe that as a country,
Yeah.
if we prioritize, we'll also be going ahead positively. Another aspect of our country that we believe that more attention needs to be given is the healthcare sector. A healthy nation is a productive nation. If you visit some of our hospitals and health centers today, you will feel bad that we have patients in those hospitals and health centers that are diagnosed of sicknesses, and then the drugs are not available. Sometimes you go to the hospital and they will do your test, the diagnosis, but then the treatment is not available at the hospital. They have to send you out to other places to look for. Imagine asking the patient to go and find the drugs they need to get well while they at your facility. You know, you go to JFK, for example, and they say, "Oh, this, but you need this drug. We don't have it. You have to go to look for it." I believe that the hospital should be able to provide the drugs that the patients need to get well. That's why the patient went to the hospital to get well. So how can you tell the patient to go and look for their own treatment?
Do you sometimes receive calls from people? Maybe
So
Mr. Yoki, these are some of the problems we face here. Do you sometimes receive calls, from people, ordinary people?
Like I said, there are many challenges that our country are faced with, but these are frequent areas that are always being talked about. The agriculture, our food system, the security and the respect for the rule of law, the healthcare sector. Those are key areas that are frequently talked about. So we believe that these three areas are very cardinal, and that a nation that wants to move ahead should prioritize them.
Wonderful. That's it. Johnson. Yeah. So let's just go straight to how can ordinary so in terms of for the ordinary citizen, how can ordinary citizen get involved with for the citizen movement for change and support its initiative?
Well, like we have continued to receive on a daily basis, people from diverse backgrounds, from different counties and different regions, come to the offices every day. And then even in the counties where we have our county leadership, they receive people on a daily basis. The only problem is we're preparing for the official launch of our membership recruitment. And so that has been the hold on for most of our people that have come to express interest to becoming members, because we want to do it rightly and we want to do it properly and we want to do it differently. So like I said to you, we are developing a website and a membership app through which we're going to conduct our membership recruitment so that our database can be digital.
I also take into consideration there are people who are not schooled.
Yes, and that is why we have young people that we are training on how to use the platform that will be sending around in the counties. We are training young people in every county to be able to go around and do the recruitment. So those young people, we have the types of going around. We've provided tablets and other gadgets that they need to go around to do the recruitment. So they will be registering people, whether you're literate or you those who are literate, for example, in urban areas like Monrovia, Banga, other places where you have literate people, the student community, they can easily download the membership recruitment app and then just register yourself and register your colleagues. So those are ongoing. So those who have been coming, we've been telling them, And those who have been going to the different county leadership, they've also been telling them. And so we've been taking manual recording of their information, and then we'll get to them by the time the membership app and the websites are up and ready.
Wonderful. So, folks, definitely, you're going to close by telling us on the appointment of Madam Alice Besa. So, after we've been taking a few calls quickly, you're definitely going to close with that question. I want to know the involvement of women, especially being who are on as chair of Women Congress for the CMC. So, that'll be the next question after the calls. But let's pick up a few calls quickly. 0776 927472. The numbers to call 0776 927472. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ansu.
Yeah.
And good morning to our national chairman. Ansu, you got me. I never went through last night. This is why I'm calling you and encouraging you to call this morning. My name is Matthew. I call from.
Sorry, Mama. Sorry.
Yeah. So I thank you for the new party I give from Lela Nimakante. I'm entire from a disabled woman. I'm a disabled woman. I'm trying to get to the office, but they call. I can't see. They call they said I'm Sophie. So I don't know what kind of Sophie for me to get it.
Okay. Okay. We have a caller. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. Your name?
Yeah, I also want to let you call from Colletry Farm Bush from the area and Lower Marquis County.
Go ahead.
Was a comment for chairman this morning for deliver rating this morning.
Okay.
Let me also comment the CNC, also our political leader on the social accountability. But I want to know, the social leadership that is placed within Marquis County, how can we get access to them? Because as now we are playing the issue as most on the Facebook, we are giving inputs and sending people up to this time. We are not getting any information about the social leadership that form within Marquis County.
Okay. Okay. You want to put let's speak on Ahmed. Ahmed Hammond. They are in Marquis County. Is that Ahmed?
Yeah, also good morning to your co-host, or just say good morning to the chairman of the CMC. Yes, Ahmed Hammond, a colleague of Tax City. Let me appreciate the city for coming on the air in case of climate change. But I have two questions quickly. The CMC contested in Nimakante by election. We know the CMC was put right in Nimakante. Honorable Chairman, what went wrong and you were not successful? Especially, we have another by election in Nimakante in District 4. With the CNC put another candidate to know the strength of the CNC in Nimakante too. Then the last question is, your political leader came in Marquis County and the political dynamic is changing in Marquis County. He came along with Honorable Nathan Mangay and they went to Bola Road to you saw a bit of school and all things there. For such a political leader came in Marquis County, it has changed totally. We're hearing those to tell it here. And yes, to tell you what you bring. Your political leader have any interest in Marquis County to the NASA? Thank you so much.
Okay, Ahmed. Okay. Good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. My name is Aloysius P. from Virginia, and I phoned in from Lower Marquis County this morning.
Okay.
Let me say thanks to the guests. And I think he spoke well, but I had a few quick concerns.
Okay.
That is, it has to do with political party formation or establishment. You know, when establishing a political party, there are two basic factors that we need to consider. That is, number one, the ideology and platform of the party, for example, the CMC. So I think there should be a defined party's own belief, values, and goal to the people. And two, we look at the organizational structure. For example, you might give it one of your callers said, most of these people that have been given leadership in the CMC, they are predominantly citizens. So it is in the public now that the CMC is an auxiliary of the CDC within Marquis County. And lastly, You asking a question about some of those challenges and listen some. But I want to be listen the CMC should be listen about this one that has to do with building support base. Mobilizing people or recruiting people and recruiting them is very vital when it comes to political party establishment. So I don't know, can you answer that question when it comes to base for the CMC, especially when it comes to that formation as a political party? Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much, guys. We're just going to pause you guys right there. Pause the calls right there and get back to the chairman for response. The chairman, I think listen to
Yeah, thank you. To the first caller who talked about our leadership structure in MyGivi. We have MyGivi structure throughout in lower MyGivi and in upper MyGivi. So if you are in lower MyGivi, you you need to. I will leave the number with Ansu so he can put it up. But our county chairman is Roland Tier, J. Roland Tier. We have Sylvester, and so. But let me put the number up so that you can put it up for them so that they can be able to contact the hotline, and then they'll be able exactly to communicate with leadership in MyGivi. And then the other caller talks about why we failed to win in Nimba. For me, I believe that we won in Nimba because a political party less than 1 month or going into a by-election in a very, very contested election out of 7 candidates, some of whom have been former representatives, and then the ruling party also had a candidate, and then another candidate that have contested before and always came second. And coming third as a new political party, for me, that was a win. So we didn't fail in Nimba. For me, we won. And in terms of the by-election coming up in District 5, I can't say whether or not we will participate because we're still having some discussion around that.
Okay.
On the issue of the office, we are located at the Sofe, right opposite the COVID testing center in Congo Town. So there our HQ is, our headquarters is. So if you want to find us there, you can find us there. And in MyGivi, you ask, a caller asks, what is our interest in MyGivi? Our interest in MyGivi is huge. We are interested in making more friends. We are interested in working with MyGivians and Liberians also. We are interested in working with the people of MyGivi in areas where we see as challenges that we can work together in resolving.
Okay.
So we have interest in all of the counties in Liberia. Wherever Liberians are, there the citizens movement for change interest is. So
that's a good. Yeah, no time. Yeah, maybe that will left out just 1 minute. Just touch it quickly. Just wrap up.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you to you, Ansu and Johnson, and to our many listeners and those of you who placed calls and those of you who didn't go through because of time. I just want to say thank you. And I want to say thank you to all of our leadership throughout the 15 counties. And thank you to the people of Liberia. And this is your political party. This party is for all citizens, and that's why we call it the Citizens Movement for Change. This is not just a political party, it's a movement. Those of us who have interest in seeing Liberia become a better place, a country that is at peace with itself and at peace with its neighbors, let us come together and build our country. Let us come together and save our country from bad governance and make sure that we make our country proud. Let us restore the dignity of our country. Let's make sure we advocate and ensure that the rule of law is the order of the day in Liberia. Let's make sure that security is here for all and not just for some. Let's work together in making Liberia self-sufficient in food production. Let us work together in making sure that every voice of Liberian can be heard, and every decision can be participatory so that our country can be a truly one people, one nation, indivisible. And that's what we say in CMC is by the people, for the people. Thank you very much for the time. I look forward to more interactive engagements. I look forward to those of you who call and say you want to come to the office. We look forward to engaging with you. Our doors are open, and please come and join us so that we can move this country forward.
Thanks so much indeed, Chairman James Yoki. He is the national chairman for the Citizen Movement for Change. He held a live for him. The folks so stopping by this morning on the first segment of for the True Breakfast Show. We're going for a very short break. We'll come back to welcome our next guest on the last segment. No one else but the cultural ambassador, like we are cultural ambassador, Kakula Kamara will sit with us here on the last segment here. We look at the union here on the Breakfast Show.
Has overshadowed.
You chose that name. How it even came about? How it even came about? I'll asking my mom to say, yeah, that's Malawala. Mala, so what's her name? Malawala.
We're very happy. We got. We want to say thanks first to His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Boakai for the honor. This is a great honor for us.
You saw this come all along. You have a dream about this.
We've been advocating for other people to get this while working at the bank. To be very, very frank, we're not thinking about it this way, but we've been doing the work of ambassador.
What's in the point like? Maybe along the way that will be announced as cultural ambassador.
Yeah, I didn't see.
Was there an eardrop you had with it?
No, to be very, very frank, we were advocating for other people. After so many years, Ambassador Julie and held this post, we were advocating for a new dynamic leadership to come. And maybe,
why do you think there was a need for that? Why do you think there was a need for that?
We're doing the same thing over and over again. Real results can come. But
was losing it?
Let me be very, very frank. I want to take this time off. We're not here to talk about the past.
No, of course. Just go ahead. We just going to do yes, because we're dealing with two kind of media now. The social media it's highly political, and trust me, you're going to have a professional show. We just want to know your own feeling when you announce, when you call that you'll be announced as a culture ambassador. That's all we want to know.
We're not expecting this kid like it's a God-given task that we are assuming now. On Saturday, I was just sitting and somebody. I got my kids around the area, came running to me. I was watching football game. Yeah, football game, 11 o'clock. Okay. And these guys just came and said, "Oh, I want you ambassador. I want you ambassador." I said, "What?
What's happening?
What's happening?" So President Joseph Nimabwaka just named you as a new culture and arts and culture ambassador because government has added arts.
Arts and culture.
Arts and culture.
And you told the guy, you told your kids, so you're joking.
I said, what do you say? He said, yeah. Come see immersion. So that's how we got the news.
Get the best of news, views, and entertainment on Truth FM 96.1. This station rules the nation. Best of news, views, and entertainment on Truth FM 96.1.
So this is Truth 96.1, and we broadcast from Dupont Road, Painesville, outside the nation's capital, Monrovia. We have in studio Liberia's culture and arts and culture ambassador, Kakura Kamara, who is really seated at this point. So we just go straight to him here on Truth 96.1 at TBS. Good morning. Okay, okay. I know this is not your first time here. You've been here. Okay, so welcome again. So how is the office? Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. So before we go further, you care to name some of the conventions you are talking about? Okay. Okay.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
and make sure that we meet with the elders, we meet with the stakeholders, we meet with the market women, students, the youth organizations, town choirs. We meet with all of them to make sure that they understand uh, exactly what we will be telling them. This is a way of maybe from our office, a traditional communication that we are reaching our people with. They can easily and relate to what we will be doing through drama, through our folk songs, through our community engagement, just name it.
Ambassador Kamara, since taking over, what exactly you think maybe were losing? Are we lost from our accent culture since taking over? What really you think maybe our country were losing?
I didn't get you
No, I
that.
said since taking over in Barcelona, what do you think we're losing from our accent culture? What do you think that we were losing? Or what do you think we lost?
One thing I love.
Yeah, we now maybe as country, what do you think we are
We
losing?
we've lost so many
Mm.
things. Um, I don't know whether it's the war that changed the youth, but discipline is one of the key words. Let me talk about it. Those days,
Mm.
as a young man or young woman, you before you even approach a lady to say, "Oh, I like you," and so forth, it was difficult for you to even go in the home of a lady. You have to get permission, and I believe that some of these things, I'm sorry to say it, that we got, the young people that were involved in the war,
Mm.
and we lost so many things because the way of life those days and today,
They are forgetting about tradition.
that in fact, you see a young man, you got two elders coming, for instance, and you meet them. To pass between the two elders or two people,
Mhm.
you have to avoid and pass around, not to pass between them. And people passing Liberian way, you got to bow down. All of these things, but people standing, you got a young man coming to shake an elderly man's hand.
Mhm.
The elder should extend his hands first
Hmm.
before you, the young man, can even come to say yes. And you got to, there are a lot of things to do. We are forgetting about all of these things.
But probably maybe the youths are not being taught all of these things.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, look, the war really came at a time where uh, some of us were at the peak of our life. And we use the television, radio to help educate our people, educate the young people through our, because they will see it, and from there they will learn what they see. Now today you don't have that. Many of our television stations do not show Liberian content.
Yeah, that's the issue.
So the people are learning
Western things.
Western or foreign things. Let me say it that way.
But maybe
We,
someone will say Ambassador Kamara is now in charge. So maybe he get the full charge of it. McKinney plans put in place to have some of the things back on the television.
yeah, we got that plan already.
Mhm.
Let me be very, very frank with you. And with the CBL coming in to sponsor our activities for the next 6 months, we are going to make sure that we bring back, we're working with all the creative industries. You're talking about the Musicians Union, the Cultural Union, the Union of Liberian Artists, the Movie Union, to make sure that we begin the production of our local oriented programs. The social media will be charged with Liberian programs. We'll encourage them. We'll make sure that we find sponsors. And on television, radio programs, we got to encourage that because Liberia has become many of our programs that are on radio merely political programs.
And you need
So
you need some money, though, Ambassador. Do you have some money there? Do you have some money in your office? You need some money, though.
Sure. Now, like I said, we got help from the CBL, and we're going to get help from other agencies because we've already spoken to the president about the need for all of these programs. So these programs will need sponsorship, and we're depending not only on the national government but the public corporations, private, and companies that are in Liberia for their social responsibility. You understand? We're depending on them to help sponsor the arts and culture because arts and culture in many developed countries directly sponsored by private foundations, public corporations, and things. Not merely the central government. The central government will come up with a very good program and that will enable artists to develop their talent, market their talent, and be able to live better. In other countries today, you see, with the kind of level of investment in the Nigerian movie, for instance, the people are making millions of dollars. They're contributing a lot to their national budget. Yeah. So, Liberia, we have the talent. We got the talent. We got everything that it takes for an artist to reach at the top level. But we need investment in the sector. We need investment. We need, we already coming up with program policies. Like I said, we're coming up with a national cultural policy by the end of this year. We will make sure that we engage all the 15 counties. We will engage them.
Despite you be on that trip, that engagement from the CBL, the way you said, awareness on the quinks, the other stuff, but it will be an opportunity too for you in terms of revamping the setup, going out to the rural area, engaging our people, our traditional people.
Yeah, and let me be very frank that there is a need also to organize working groups in the various countries.
Okay.
We need culture centers in the various countries. We think that it's one of our main targets. Every country should have a cultural center where, when, for instance, tourists come and they visit those places, they will have the opportunity to go to those centers and see the way of life of the people. So you don't have to go everywhere, but when you go in a center, you will see maybe the way people will, people are, interacting.
Yeah.
You will see that, at the end of the day, you will feel that particular country from the center. And I think that one of the reasons that we think there is a need for us to establish centers in all the counties. We already spoken with the superintendent of Grand Guide, for instance, where we are expected to travel today. Okay, we're leaving today. From here, we will be leaving. But we talked to him, and he has accepted our proposal that when you come to Grand Guide, we'll give you acre of land and 5, 6, 7 acres so that you can come up with plans as arts and culture ambassador and see how you can work with local grouping in that country, cultural as well as artistic groupings, so that you can come up with a center. From there, we're going to Lofa County. Lofa County need a center where when you go, you don't have to go far off. Maybe in the villages, you see everything. You got but 6 different tribes. So we'll make sure that the 6 different tribes are at that center.
Someone listening to you, Ambassador, we said this morning, the job comes with so much work. There are a lot of transformation need to be done in his job. Kekula Kamara, indeed, he have a lot of work to be done to carry on.
A lot of work, but we have a formidable team that we are depending on. These are the guys, for me, they already got the idea, they got the experience, they've been in the sector before. If you talk, for instance, about Thomas Bole Manjo, Manjo is a veteran dramatist, cultural performer. I remember those days, Salapi, they were heading Salapi. We talk about Madison Pele, an actor of Kono, who is presently the vice president for operation the cultural union. You're talking about artists or dramatists, comedians, all of these guys. You got Hamilton, for instance, Reverend Hamilton, Z-Man Man from LMDR. All of these guys are already used to going out for outreach program. So they're not stranger in it. And they are the people that I'm depending on. You got Lady Love, for instance, Miata Kamara.
Yeah.
Okay. They are the one heading these things. They were the artists, they were the, what we call the Zogos. But, I mean, we're going to engage everyone. Nobody is going to be left out. We'll engage our elders, we'll engage our youth, and those that are underprivileged, we'll make sure we reach out to them. People in the drug sector, we got people already working. Jojo, for instance, she's been in the de-traumatization and that sector need to be empowered so that our people can forget, the young people can at least minimize the abuse of drugs in this country, because the youth got different orientation now, and by us making sure that we bring back our cultural activities that will get towards helping to educate our people, it will be in the right direction. And we are very, very optimistic that indeed we will succeed. By the end of this year, we are also going to make sure that for the first time in Liberia, a national county arts and cultural festival be held in Monrovia, where people coming from the various counties, counties like the football team, you got county or football team coming. This time it will be cultural. Okay, each of the county will bring a team.
You're working on it already?
Well,
Are you
I'm
working
saying
on it already?
December.
Okay.
In December this year. So we started our county tour today. Between now and December, you will see that this thing will take place in Monrovia. We're very, very convinced. And we also got our diaspora people coming to Liberia. And they think about it. Let me inform you already, our people out there, that all our artists, many of our artists live in the diaspora, will be coming to join us during that festival. They're coming to perform. We have the cultural ambassadors in America. I was part of that cultural ambassador that traveled to America in 1978. Many of the members are there. They stay performing. Nimle Napla, Patu Gavler.
It has a relationship with them. You're communicating.
Yes. We are communicating. Let me be very frank. I am in touch with everyone, and they have accepted to come and be part of that festival. You're talking about Annie Sirleaf, the lady who acted as Maga Mai in Balawala, Maseba.
Why is she not? She's in the
US? You are?
Why is she now?
She's in the States. Okay. She's in Minnesota. Maseba is also in Minnesota. She acted in Flomo. You got so many artists. Nimle Napla is always here. He's the former director of the National Troupe of Liberia and also of Besau Troupe. You know, the Besau Troupe is one of the national troops that was organized in the 70s. In the 70s. So the former director is always here, making sure that he's never done anything in America working for different groups. He's been there for the promotion of Liberian culture. Okay, Big Steve Wardrobe, for instance, the man who made the Balawala song. Okay, very, very popular artist. He's coming also. He got so many artists. Friday the Soulful Man. All of these guys are working with us. They all are very, very happy that indeed we are now the arts and culture ambassador of Liberia. So we helped them while they were growing up. So now we're taking over, and we got their blessings.
We got a blessing, folks. Liberia cultural ambassador, Kakuda Kamara, on the True Breakfast show this morning. Quickly, just a few calls. Maybe have a few concern. You can place in your call on 0776 927472. The number to call 0776 927472. Johnson.
0775 136874 0775 136874 here on the Truth Breakfast Show, the TBS on the Friday edition on Truth 96.1.
So let's talk to the caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Is this Maka?
You're live with Ansu and Johnson.
Oh, thank you so much. Ambassador Prince to Israel, Vice President elect, a great musician here.
Okay.
I'm so happy with the liberation of the cultural ambassador and in person of our father, a legendary veteran, and a true philanthropy, a of unity, of bringing people from different spectrum of life to make sure the culture and entertainment boost in our country.
Okay.
Today was inadequate to express our belief in the ability by the grace of God that Liberia, through the arts and culture, will get better because Kekula Kamara is on the table. I want to say thank you to him, bravo. We are the musician union. We are committed in working with you. I want to say thank you again. May God bless this session. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, brother. Thanks for calling. You have a caller?
And on that 0775-1368. Okay. I have a caller here this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm good. Your name?
This is the first person I call from Nimai.
Okay. Where?
Yeah, Dr. Mention to the question ambassador there. It's been just on my mind for the past years, and I'm so glad the discussion ambassador this morning.
Okay.
And they just got to do our society in general, how we can improve our society and the culture of our society can continue when their generation comes.
Okay.
So
I have Evelyn Balesikwe. Sis Evelyn, you are live on Troop FM.
Yes, good morning. Gbarntolmah, good morning to our ambassador in studio.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, madam.
Thank you so much. I think that's a great idea, a great initiative. I'm also grateful for the recent partnership we had with the ambassador when we had the National Cultural Festival in Bon County, actually in partnership with the government and other, civil society. I mean, there is a need for this event. I'm telling you, I saw the beauty of our culture. I saw performances from Bapolu, from Bon, from Maserati. Exactly, the Bon County won that competition.
Yeah.
We really do have beautiful part of our culture, apart from those harmful traditional practices like FGM and the rest of it. Sorry to say, that's me. But, to have all of our gurus in the cultural entertainment industry coming to participate in this event, it will also draw that beauty, encouraging our young people, especially our young generation, to have a sense of who we are, where we come from, and the country you're from, how to dance, how to perform. All of these things, I even believe, we have to, like he said, even in Bon County, there's a need to also include our history in our curriculum. I mean, I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to this, and we're always here and willing to support and be a part of this great initiative.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, madam.
So she's the executive director of Just a Great Initiative, and she's a Liberian journalist. Sis Evelyn Balesikwe there speaking on TBS.
No time, so we'll cross back to the ambassador. Let's just hear for him. You listen to the callers.
Yeah, especially the last caller mentioned something. We're talking about in our curriculum, there is a need for us to introduce the teaching of arts and culture. As I speak to you now, my committee is working with the Ministry of Education. We set up a committee headed by veteran Eddie Gibson, a former president of the Movie Union, presently the vice president for administration of the Culture Union. They are working with the Ministry of Education, those guys who are the curriculum developers at the Education Ministry, expert in that. Pretty soon you will hear that we got maybe a pilot project, maybe 2-3 schools that will start this year. Okay. And then we're talking about next year before the curriculum is introduced in all schools from elementary. There is a need for that. And we spoke about it. We are in touch with the minister proper, the deputy minister, Ansu, and, Honorable Kanga, all of these guys, we are in touch with them. Pretty soon you will see that it's one of our major projects that we got.
Okay.
And besides that, we want to thank all the other callers. I think we got the confidence that we are going somewhere. Please call on us anytime you need us.
And where's the office, Chief? Where's the office located now?
Now, we just moved from the office. We were
using on Kiri Street.
Okay.
We need a bigger office.
Okay.
So while we are onto our assistants on the ground, we'll be finding office space for us.
Okay.
So by the time we come back, we'll make sure that that will be one of our major projects right now, making sure that we got this office, and at the end of the day, we will be able to at least inform our people. But the office that we're using, we had to move. So I just want to say a big thank you to you for the honor. We are very, very happy. These kind of engagements are very, very important. Our people need to be educated. They need to be informed about our activities, and that will help us in the long run so that people will not think that we are not doing anything on the ground, but we are working behind the scenes. And want to thank the president for the confidence that he has reposed in us, for the help, the recommendation he continued to make for us so that our dream, his dream, can be a reality.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks so much for honoring our invitation. Indeed. Folks, we have to go, no time though. Thanks to the chairman of the citizen movement, Uncle James Yoki, who stopped by in the first segment. Thanks to our own Papa, our dad, the ambassador of that's an agriculture ambassador, Ambassador Kakura Kamara, for stopping the last segment. Folks, have been a wonderful show. The weekend edition for the True Breakfast Show. Johnson, we have to go.
Indeed. So we are taking the usual weekend break. Join the Team A on Monday.
Yeah.
So thanks for your listening role, and we are glad to be here, Ansu and I, to share the platform.
Wonderful, great, folks. Thanks to Micah, and O'Neill Isama, for another opportunity.
Indeed.
And it's not leaving our own DGR. He walked yesterday in the office and said, "You're being charged tomorrow, right?" I say yes. So thanks, Honorable DG, for the confidence. Thanks so much, folks. The team will be back here on Monday. Isama, O'Neill, Robert, and then Micah Davis will be on Monday to bring you another fresh edition for the True Breakfast Show. Have yourself a wonderful and a great weekend from Dupo Road, Pins, York City. My name is Ansu Sirleaf.